right, so welcome back. Now, my next guest is Daniel, and I'm hoping I say it right, Bustamante, and he is the CEO of LandShark Education. Welcome to the show. Tell everybody a little bit about what you do and yourself.
Yeah, thanks for having me on. So LandShark Education is a education firm. So we teach people how to trade options and stocks and futures and show them how to take control of their money. So instead of going to like a financial advisor or, reading stock newsletters or sending your money out to somebody else to manage, we teach you how to do it.
Awesome. Now, you also have your own radio show. You just started. I want to talk a little bit about that. You want to tell them where it is?
Yeah, so I'm on Money Radio here in Scottsdale. I used to be on Tuesdays at 4:30 with Sinclair. Now I'm going to be on Saturday mornings at 9 a.m.
Okay, so they can listen in. And what do you talk about on it? Just sort of how to do all this kind of stuff?
Yeah, so my background is in finance. So when I was 21, I was working in the upper echelons of finance. I worked at a few hedge funds. I worked in Los Angeles. I came back. So I take my experiences and show people how to trade the markets, right? And show them, say, hey, look, if you're trading with an extra $40,000 or $50,000, some people look at real estate, but we can show you kind of how to manage your own money. So,
well, this is awesome. Now, listen up, everybody, because taking control of your own money is sort of what it is all about, correct?
Yeah, a lot. So a lot of people, if you've ever looked at your returns, right? So a lot of people invest in mutual funds, right? So from 2009 to 2012, everybody's returns are pretty great. The market was coming off the lows. So now that you're starting to see this kind of sideways action in the market, there's not the big returns people are used to, right? So we show people how to use different instruments to make money in the markets.
Now, this is a school. This is the website is LandSharkEducation.com.
Right.
Where do they take the classes, and do you have open enrollment?
Yes, we have open enrollment. We have a free class every month at our office here in Scottsdale. So we have offices at the Scottsdale Waterfront and Scottsdale and Camelback Road. They can come in, they can register on LandSharkEducation.com and sign up for a free 2-hour class. We also have an office in Vancouver, Canada, by the way. So we just opened that last summer. We have one in Brisbane, Australia that's opening, one in Newport Beach, and one in Houston. So they can take classes online or they can actually go into an actual classroom. So,
how long does it take to go through the course?
The free class we host every month is about 2 hours, right? So we have an initial course called Core Foundation. So we teach you, what are exchange traded funds? What are options? What's futures? And then we show you how to price an asset, because a lot of people don't know where to buy or sell a stock, right? Most of us just think of a concept of, I want to buy a stock, I'm going to hold it, I don't know, I'm going to sell, there's no plan. So we teach them that. That typically takes about 2 weeks. And they can actually keep retaking this course for free for 12 months.
Do they get it right away?
Instant. Yeah, it's right online. So,
okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So this free class that happens once a month, where is that done?
So at our office in Scottsdale.
Okay.
So Scottsdale and Camelback Road, actually just right next to the waterfront.
So the number to call them is 855-800-1875, and the website is LandSharkEducation.com. On the website, do you have all the classes that you offer and everything? Go ahead.
We do. So as soon as you go to the website, it's going to say register for a trading class. The first thing you're going to see, so you can click this and you'll see a full calendar, right, of classes you're taking, right? So you don't have to take it on campus. You can actually do it online, right? If you don't want to drive to Scottsdale to do it, you can actually take it through a webinar. So yeah.
And so, do they take, if they wanted to, just one specific area, or do they have to take all of them?
Oh, so the way we educate is kind of like college, right? So your first 2 years of college, your basics out of the way, and then you go to your specialty, right? So the way we educate is you take your basics kind of course, and you can say, hey, look, I want to trade stock options for income, or I want to have wealth management using this product. So they take the basics and they can choose what forte they want.
Who is the perfect person for your classes?
It's somebody who's either invested in real estate, they own a small business, they're getting ready to retire, somebody with income that's just sitting there. That's really the best
Is it
person.
The day trader?
No, it's not the day trader.
That's why I'm asking.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
asking
a good
for
question.
a reason.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's not the day trader. So a lot of people misconstrue that, right? We have a lot of people that have another business. This is just an additional cash flow thing for them, because they've given their money to financial advisors and they make 3 or 4% a year, and it's just kind
really
of
learning more than the advisor, so you know what your advisor's doing with your money. Is that right?
So funny story. We get probably 3 financial advisors a month that take our Core Foundations class. for technical, and so they understand concepts. So that's a true story. We get a lot of financial advisors as well. So yeah.
All right. So the website is LandSharkEducation.com. Again, you can call them too at 855-800-1875. And usually it's the retiree, actually.
Yeah. So
who has a little bit of money.
Yeah, somebody who has extra cash to put into the market, right? Some people do it because they just get bored, right? I have a client who has other properties, income properties that he does, and he enjoys
I'd like
this,
to
right?
meet him.
So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's something interesting for him to do. So yeah, I mean, anybody and everybody comes and does this.
Now, the free workshop you have, when's the next one?
The next one is next Thursday at 6 p.m. at our Scottsdale office.
Okay. And what is it? Any topic, specific topic?
So we call it Trading 101. So we're going to go over the basics. We're going to talk about what options are, what futures are. We're going to talk about some student case studies. We actually had a student last year. He was a CPA, so again, part-time. He took a $2,000 trading account and turned it into $30,000. Right, so we talk about case studies like that and show examples to, kind of how to do this.
Again, that's going to be this coming Thursday. It's at
6 p.m.
At 6 p.m.
Yeah.
And that is called Trading 101. It's in Scottsdale. And you can check them out on their website. It's LandSharkEducation.com. And their phone number is 855-800-1875.
Right.
What are some of the other things you want to talk about with it?
Yeah, so, I wanted to talk about, and this is interesting because I sent a newsletter out to all of our followers today. So one of our students last year who's a CPA, and it's kind of an interesting story, he literally started with $2,100, right? So over the course of the year, he has taken this to $33,000 in actual verified accounted for profits. So what we had him do is show his accountant, show him the strategy that he used to actually get this done. So the interesting thing is, and it goes back to the day trading concept, is he didn't risk more than $500 on any single trade. So that's kind of interesting.
Do you do consultations with the people that are, going to start these classes with you?
Yeah, we do.
How does it work?
That's the free workshop. So let's say somebody's interested, right? You want to understand how does this work? You're clueless about it. If you come to one of these free workshops, it's 2 hours. It's in about 10 people. It's really small. It's not a big conference room. And we just take questions. So we don't really do it one-on-one. We do it in a group atmosphere. So
what do we talk about? What kind of questions do you get asked?
the biggest one is, where do I buy or sell stock? Right? We get that a lot.
How can you answer that?
Well, we teach technical analysis. We use a strategy called supply and demand. And we use areas in the market and our price chart to tell you this is kind of an opportune time to buy something or to sell something.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So, again, that's going to be this coming Thursday at 6 p.m. It's a 2-hour class, and it's Trading 101. You can also find out all the information on their website. It's LandSharkEducation.com, or call them at 855-800-1875. What else?
Well, let's talk about a little bit more about how people progress through the program. So typically, when somebody comes in, they really know nothing about, the markets. So the cool thing is, like I mentioned, you can take these classes and just keep retaking them. So for most people, let's say you go to like a real estate class, or people have taken stock trading classes before, they learn this stuff, and what happens is they never actually execute on it. So we have a really cool community that's 24/7. We have online trading chat rooms. So let's say you want to connect with a trader of ours in Singapore, which we have, or somebody in London or in New York. You can always go into this community and talk with other traders and get ideas for investments, right? So it's not just your instructors you work with. It's actually pretty much a global community at this point. So that's pretty cool.
How did you get into this yourself?
So when I was 20, I got into trading the markets, and I knew I wanted to go into investment banking, right? The sad thing is everybody remembered 2008, 2009, the markets imploded. So I was working for Charles Schwab and got let go. So I got back into finance and decided I wanted to be a trader. I worked for a hedge fund in Scottsdale, went out to Los Angeles, worked for a family office, made some money there, and then decided to kind of get into kind of teaching. It was kind of an accident, by the way.
Now, again, I want to make it very clear that people understand, because you did mention day trading, that it is not for the day trader.
It's not for day traders at all. We just don't. I personally don't believe in that concept.
How about the person that's listening that thinks they know everything about the market? It's for them too, huh?
It is.
Because you don't know.
Right. Yes.
Again, check them out. It is LandSharkEducation.com. All the information is there. Don't forget that this coming Thursday at 6 p.m., it's Trading 101. It's a 2-hour class right in Scottsdale at Camelback. Again, it's LandSharkEducation.com. landsharkeducation.com or call them. It's 855-800-1875. Again, landsharkeducation.com.
The Chess Emporium.